Welcome to what many call the greatest setting in college football. Husky Stadium in Seattle settled nicely between the Cascades and the Olympic Mountains, and it doesn't get much better or much louder than this. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Cougars offense will have the first possession of the game. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors and you've got to limit the penalties because those will kill you, Pollard.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense that forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer, and they were able to get the sack.
Getting some heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Washington State will have to boot it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So the Washington Huskies offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. He's looking to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. Zings it complete to the right. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. We had a barn burner the last time these two teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these two bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big-time rivalry game.
Here we go with the run on fourth down. Can anyone? Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score.
Offense set on first down. They'll go to the ground. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch it. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off?
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars! They'll try to tack one more on their score. Precision blocking up front. He created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. If they have any intention of getting this drive going, they better come up with something on second and long from the 10. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. And he's wrestled to the ground.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Fires to the big fella. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. Forced out of the pocket. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Really nice run. Rips off 6 on the play, but it brings up a 4th and 2.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
The Huskies are flying down the field. They're going to throw it again. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll stop him at the 41, but he's got 10 yards, and they'll move the chains. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Six Killer impersonation.
Leaves it with the back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They want to run it left here. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Dropping back, it's Samuel. They're trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Pocket starts to collapse. And the sack all the way back at the 5. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Makes the catch right at the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Excellent field position here for the offense. Quarterback checking the play. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
The incompletion on first down. Now they face a 2nd and 10 from the 31. Quick strike complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Quickly complete. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And you don't see that often when you're running a screen and you're featuring your running back and setting it up, but you go elsewhere. It's a nice job by the offense, nice job by the quarterback in particular, seeing the defense, saying, I can make a play somewhere else, and he goes and does it.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. 5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They keep attacking through the air. Safe completion on the screen. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Perfect timing to call that pass plays. 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's 1st and goal.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. Touchdown, Washington! Reeled it in and just made the house call. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Not much running there. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on play.
Well, that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
Well, 100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And they get the sack right out of the gate. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Back to throw, it's Samuel. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Washington State going quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll pull it down. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And the ball slipped out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll give it to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Going up top on first down. He's going up top. And he hauls it in inside the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play. And I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it, offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Off the play fake. Trying to get rid of it. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Now this defense could really use a stop on third down as the offense has had its way. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Takes a hit as he fires. And the ball is picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He's looking to throw. Fires into the end zone. Picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Wazoo! What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second.
Just about a half minute to play in the first half. It's 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the left. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Get a big play like that last one. You flip the field. You change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. He's looking to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Line getting set on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Coming after it. Blasted as he lets it go. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on down. The Cougars will line up to kick off and start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board? In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. Washington coming to the line with another first down. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Offense gets set for second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. Now on the option. Now the pitch. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Now on first down from the 28. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He'll come out throwing on first down. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. This time it's complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throwing catch.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Huskies! He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Back to throw, it's Samuel. And they got him for the sack.
The defense has been so dominant up front. You've seen it in these passing situations. That now, the 7th sack of the game.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got him right where they want him. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
They'll run the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. There was nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. A loss of 5 on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice.
Touchdown, Huskies! What a catch and run for 6. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
Hold and finds his man on the left. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Washington State lines up quickly. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This defense obviously came into this game prepared for the quarterback run. Linebackers, DBs, they're keying on him and just waiting for him to pull that football, and you saw their ability to get hats to the ball.
Pulls it in. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Wazoo headed to the line with another 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Samuel. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense is just killing it. Success after success after success. If I'm the offense, I got to change something up, or my quarterback's going to be forced to change because he's going to be in the injury team.
Throwing right. Complete downfield. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the stick.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage, because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. The offense knocking on the door. 1st and goal. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Power ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Washington State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, he's got...
Oh, the ball squirts out. Now look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's past the 30. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. He's going to pass, trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and I'll give him toughness points. He stood in there, stared down the barrel, got whacked, but I won't give him smarts points because he threw into double coverage. You got to make a better decision than that. So try not to get walloped, and definitely don't throw up into double coverage.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. And back to the air on 2nd down. Flushed out of the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. First down for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Finds the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Samuel. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 3rd down conversions, always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it 1st down at the 40.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing fast, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Just a short pass to the tight end. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
It's complete on the right side. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. trying to find his man on first down. Still looking on the move. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. He's got his man. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
Yeah, he was able to make one guy miss, but he had to make 2 in order to pick up that first down. It was a nice individual effort, just not enough.
They're 3 for 4 on fourth down in this one, and they'll try it again. Finds his man enough for the first. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver.
Touchdown, Huskies! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They pushed the lead out here in the fourth quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also get...
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Washington State going quickly. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Finds a man on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Samuel. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Trying to get everybody set, but the clock's still running. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. If we get the interception, this one's almost ready. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Gets it out quickly. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. Touchdown, Washington! And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. But come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Samuel. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Makes his connection. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Washington State.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Time is short. Defense still has 3 timeouts, but it's a mountain in front of them, Jesse.
Yeah, the worst-case scenario now for this offense is victory formation, victory formation, victory formation, punt, win the game.
No doubt about it. When you're up 2+ possessions, there's no way for the defense to get back in the game. So take a knee, get out of here with the dub.
They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their